coming down to your destiny. You want to try to secure as many points as you can. UK, you're now close. You can catch up to Brazil. They finally had their trip. They're stunned.
Or at least if they do, probably not that many more of them. So you know they're going to come back good. The other thing as well, when we talk about, you know, the United Kingdom being very good on Erangel and then honestly quite poor on Miramar, Brazil's been good on both, but also the best on Miramar, right? So you have to keep that in mind. Even if we see the scores at the top of the standings get really close, and that's great, that's fun, you know Brazil's going to bring it on Miramar. So again, puts the emphasis on honestly all of the teams. United Kingdom to go out early like this in this fashion, really for the entire team, it's that kind of moment where you can hang your head and be like, oh my God, why is this happening to us? Because this is not something that you would normally expect.
Oh, this is just, out of all the ways to die,
Yeah.
to be walking around in bunker surrounded by your teammates, and then there's a rat that's just going to come out of nowhere and get you. He's even going to deliver him a way to escape on the motorcycle. Silzen's going to get it easy. And Monty is probably throwing out so many cuss words.
Yeah, and honestly, full credit to Silzen there. That's called doing your homework. That's called understanding the way that a team and a player is going to be looting. But my goodness, if that doesn't tilt you, you have got a strong mental. Because I would be throwing my headset. Perfect for Chinese Taipei, who's already in there. Of course, Thailand, well, we heard the crowd applauding. You can see that they're around that position as well. And Vietnam on the top side of Snake.
Yeah, that's what I like. Indonesia all making their moves. Vision now starting to come in. Germany making a push to the center is going to be harassed by Chinese Taipei, but Germany shows no fear. No. But Pains! No, not onto Micah!
And it gives Leo a reprieve. He can get out of that building, throws the nade, looking to capitalize on the pain of Germany. Pain still down, shots though, back from Soccer onto Leo, forces him back, saved it. He find an angle. Germany kind of doing okay to salvage this a little bit.
It's rough, but they're trying to get their feet under them. They are finding it, and do get a knock. Pains makes up for it, gets the knock on to Savior. Looks like we're starting to balance this one back. Leo, though, still has such a dirty angle with all of these nades he can unload. If he connects onto anything, it's going to be bad problem. At range, that's firefight that's going to be going on. It's nothing to be concerned with. That's too far away for things to be happening. But Leo now making the shift over to shotguns. Germany has their numbers back up, but now starting to come through. Big nade from Yan Li.
Pains gets the down onto Leo, so still only 2 up for Chinese Taipei. Pains falls to the Molotov though. Only Zoka left, and here come Vietnam. They've timed this perfectly. The push onto Farm, where they can maybe clean up this messy fight between these two teams.
I mean, what do you do? Zucker has already tried to find a way to salvage once. He's trying to run out. Thailand has vision. Everything's been going off over here. Everybody knows to look this direction, so you're pretty much doomed. He is going to go down. Now, we do have a big fight that's going on to the west of this. As you can see, it's going to be a big mix-up between Japan and Turkey. But at range, it's also going to have USA. It's coming in. Luna, what are you doing to them? Try so hard and almost picks it up.
Yeah, Turkey still had the numbers though, so even if he gets that down, I think it was Quetpa that was still there as well. They'll get the revive. Quetpa heals up. It's a minute away from phase 3. We'll see how this continues to play out, but a little bit of a slowdown here for phase 2 now.
USA needs to be careful. They do have China.
Not only getting that down, that doesn't matter, but he gets information that that position is not safe. He's getting shot at by Korea, so they obviously can't just push up to the top of that ridge, hold there, and then look to push over. So obviously for now, they've got the buildings. Quepa actually bleeds out, and I think Luke's going to be like, oh, I actually got the kill from down towards a farm and continue to the south. We do so, in fact, and this is a big
insulting this one. Now going to be running by Indonesia. RDK is going to go ahead and feed that bar a lot of bullets, but not going to feed too much of them over into the vehicle of China so they can continue their rotation. Brazil did make a move over to the east, so that means the fact that the area that China is going to be moving into is pretty wide out and open.
Now playing out towards the edge here for phase 3.
Time is old. A tale as old as time, I got to say. It's going to be Canada taking shots. The USA does hit sharp shot in the air, and he's going to go down. Canada does have a pretty decent movement into this. Australia is going to be taking pot shots at the side of Canada. That might make them pump the brakes a little bit. Adam, though, seeing an opportunity, wants to go for it, but is getting harassed by Australia continuously. Has to make a stop for it. So starting to have to move out. I like this. Just pick up the flare, move away from it. But Finland did get vision on what was going to be happening with Korea. Does get a knock onto Loki. And
I'm going to say it, Matt, the best chance this entire event for Thailand to put
Korea skirmish what we saw going on a second ago. And Eggsliff just going to roll through. Does take down Smash. Lyra gets him on the other side. Turkey does get eliminated. But China coming in.
UK doing a good job making it difficult for them to rotate in. Luke with the spray, difficult shots to land all of those. Can they maybe catch Shimboy at the end? No. Canada get through. Canada get into the circle
but Argentina,
in front of a couple of other teams. You mentioned Argentina. It's Fisher that's the close one. He actually throws out the Predominant.
He's like,
smoke.
no, just don't come here.
Yeah.
I just don't want you here.
The rest of the team inside of the Wizzy Tower, and Canada just keep going. So only going to be the two of them. But you'll take it, considering the journey that had to go for Michael. Massive nade. Vard with the headshot onto Shimboy.
Right past Argentina's Fisher, leaning into the opposite side, but it's going to be Shrimsy that knocks into Luke 12, getting some vengeance for what happened earlier. Tiggleton making the stop, and hey, they're going to be able to survive here for now.
Yeah, but they're still going to just get peppered away. They're going to lose their vehicles. They have to throw out smokes. They can only, of course, buy time momentarily. 19 minutes gone. The best hope for them will be the teams that are essentially shooting at them may have to move phase 5. That could then slow down.
Circle does pop, still favors Finland. Argentina in a good position. Remember, Vietnam, Chinese Taipei are playing in farm. Now much more awkward.
Teams that are on the eastern or the southeastern side of the previous circle for phase 4 that need to push into this circle, and there's no cover besides the buildings that Thailand have. Kickstart looking to take out Flood and Tiggleton. A few more nades as well. Sharp shot with another sharp nade. They will finish off Australia. Well, that one gets a friendly bounce away from Tiggleton, but yeah, the pressure mounting. And it's good to see the United States on the front foot being aggressive against the best player in North America. They take him out. Australia gone in 12.
USA finding some legs finally to get some kills. Brazil rolling in, slams into a rock. Not even in the safe zone though. UK's got a sight line on them, and that's gonna feed a kill over to
when they find a couple of kills and have a big game here.
I know, trying to hold this one down. Brazil does go out. UK, here is your opportunity, but don't forget about Finland. That's up to the northeast of this.
They're on the move. Haisaki knocked down by Xavier, and he'll get the spray down as well. The flush confirmed. Chinese Taipei, 5 kills this game, and they're still looking good inside a farm. They can take out the rest of Vietnam. Glories though, big nade. The bounce doesn't connect though. We'll have to wait and see. Don't think so. No, able to move away from it, but the pressure's still mounting. It's his last one. The underarm. Don't see anyone close though for Chinese Taipei. What a throw over, but Glory's inside. Yanli holding the left side here, and Finland might be able to find a couple of kills too once these teams push out of farm.
This is just such an awkward fight, all considered. Chinese Taipei is very aware of the fact that they can be shot from alternate angles, so they don't want to overcommit anything that's happening. UK did make their rotation to the south of this, but that puts them fairly close to China. Now grenades being exchanged between the two of them could be a problem for China, as a lot of these are landing pretty close. Finally does connect, and it's just demolishing them, trying to now rally. Vehicles have managed to land, finding a couple of angles, and this is also going to be Indonesia.
And a massive cheer from the crowd too, and they get that circle, and Thailand is still in it, in those buildings here for phase 6. You do not want to be outside in the open. You can see what's happening to China right now. Chinese Taipei, though, still fighting with Vietnam. Glory's holding this angle, making sure they can't push in. Is that a flash? It is. And Xavier goes over.
Good read on that.
Massive play from Glory's. The flash back the other way. I think there was a nade being thrown there. And now Indonesia pushing as well into China. Teddy with the opening nade. They want another one to go in there and to confirm these kills onto China.
He's somehow still alive, but it's not going to be for too much longer. That one's going to run it just a touch too far. Ming Ming just clinging to life. Finally going to go down. Indonesia's going to pick those up. But guess what? That means the fact that more parties going to start popping off, as it's going to be UK that hears what's going on with Indonesia, taking shots on them on an opposite angle. Trying to hold that is going to be Teddy. Does manage to connect some shots, and now T-Bone has to stop.
Big knockdown from Teddy onto T-Bone. Chinese Taipei, they fall to Vietnam at the hands of Duck Mai and Power in the end of it. Big result for Vietnam, firmly entrenched inside of that top 5. They are a solid team performing here at the PUBG Nations Cup, but the United Kingdom have that lead now in top spot. Can they increase it? Vard with a knockdown onto Niall. 4 still up for the United Kingdom.
Here's this, they're coming up back behind UK. While this is happening, Finland's making it thrash. They know that they need to try and pick up something, but Argentina's trying to hold it up. Just corrects the last one up, and he is firmly surrounded. Does take down one, but does go down. United Kingdom, though.
Thailand, yeah, pushing Nowling down. Vard, the Molotov as well. Michael's gone, and yes, Nuren confirms. Knockdown onto Vard. Only T-Bone remains for the UK. A 5-point lead confirmed over Brazil, but I'm not sure they're going to get much more.
Thailand steps away from this. They leave it alone. I guess the shots from the USA up to the north of this, because while this is happening, the only team that was contesting up against the USA was Finland. They made the send into Argentina, and guess what? We're going to see another team. Vietnam has the same idea, running right into Argentina's position.
Is this the game for the United States of America. Belmont with the knockdown onto Adrian. Of course, Shrimsy's up there as well. He will be able to get the revive. Big nade from Inonix. Korea still in this game. They've just got it completely unnoticed. Big nade gets rid of Alariv, and now he can push up the stairs inside of this Wizzy Tower. Korea has a holding spot that they can play from.
And Onyx just charged that with no fear. Him and Lash K to the south of this. Thailand still strong, going to be to the south. We still have one member. Well, actually, we have several members up right now for UK. They're just stacked up on top of each other, trying to stay alive. So with this, USA has an idea of what's going on in Argentina. Now with Fisher, has USA pretty close to them, does get spotted out, is going to go down. And now we've got a top 4. USA going to be looking into Korea's lines.
Yeah, and Thailand have to now move from that compound. Inonix gone. Janku finds a kill onto Lash K. Korea's out in 4, top 3 now for Thailand, USA, and the United Kingdom, who still have 2 players alive, Matt, and now a 10-point lead in first place. They are making Erangel games count and doing it so well.
USA wants a win so bad, but I don't think that they realize about how much hated they're going to be if they win this. Thailand wants this victory so bad. This audience wants it so bad. But that said, Thailand still has UK so close to them, and that is going to be a big, big problem.
Yeah, but USA playing this perfectly. They're going for position, taking as much of the zone as they possibly can get without being aggressed by shots from a distance, and they've been able to honestly take over the entire circle. Basically, look at the minimap, and it's just all USA inside of this Phase 7 circle. Thailand are going to need a miracle if they can win this game in front of the home crowd. But honestly, considering the way the tournament's been going so far for them, Matt, I think they'll just take top 3 and be happy with the way things have gone here so far on day 3.
They've got a 10-point lead over Brazil. They have been massively climbing as Brazil just cannot find a point on the day. Hoping maybe that'll change whenever we look over to Miramar. T-Bone trying to make some type of move, but Thailand just says, screw it, we're coming in. Shrimsy hits a shot on 1. Bart's on the other side of the rock. Spray's gonna come out. He does take them down. Beautiful, like an Oshaku. The issue is, USA sees it. Pop knocks another one down, and now Thailand's just got 2 members up, and they've got a hellacious run ahead of them.
Yeah, nothing is stopping the United States right now. 4 players up, 9 kills. That blue is going to envelop Belmont. He's not getting saved by Janku with the SKS, and 3 bullets. It's just not happening. Escalusia just trying to keep them at bay, buy some time, get to a safe spot, and maybe allow Janku forward in what will be a 2 versus 4 from basically no man's land.
That was all just to try to make it into the safe zone. Thailand is trying so hard, but another member's gone down, and there we go! USA finally finds themselves around victory.
It's the United